So the interview is going really well, and now they're asking you about some of the competencies and skills that they want to find in their employees. And they ask you the question, can you tell me about your relationship building skills? After all, you saw it in that job description. You knew that this job involved working with other people. Maybe it's coworkers or the public. And so they want to know how you build relationships. What do you do? Do you have an answer ready? And what kind of an answer is it? Because this one is going to need to include a lot of detail. Remember, in an interview, we're asking all of the candidates the same question. And so we've got a rating scale. We're marking you. And we want to see just how far you can go with this answer. How much detail can you give me about how you build relationships? What specific skills and strategies do you use to build those relationships? And what is the effect? What happens? Do people do you have relationships that you built 10 or 20 years ago that you've continued to today? Do you have workplace and professional relationships that you started for a certain purpose, but they've evolved into something much greater? Those are things I want to hear about. We'll also want to know about things like short-term relationships, because maybe your job involves having customers or clients. So I want to hear about, how do you build a quick relationship with someone you've just met? How do you engage in conversation with them? Develop trust so that they are interested in hearing what you have to say, what you have to sell, what services you have to provide to them. Those are all really key things to me as the employer. So let's think about it. How do you build relationships? You need to break this question down into parts. 1, this is the type of relationship builder I am. In order to answer that question, you need to study some relationships. I'm a collaborator. I like to work with other people. I'm very interpersonal. I like to discuss things with other people and participate in groups. I like to ensure that I have a lot of detail for people because I'm very detail oriented. And so I base my relationships on the ability to provide the needed facts and information to them in a very systematic way so they can trust me. There's lots of different ways you build relationships. And you need to have an example. Don't just tell the interviewer what you think they want to hear or in general terms what you do. I need an example so you can prove it to me. For example, I serve a lot of customers. I recognize that customers come in with a lot of questions. They might be apprehensive about buying the product or whether or not they can trust it. And so I try to be very genuine in my approach with customers. For example, when one approaches me about questions about a product, I don't go instantly into sales. Instead, I show them information. I direct them to websites they can utilize. I give them books they can read. I do comparisons to other products so that they feel like they're being well informed about the choice that they make. I find this has really worked, and it's helped me build relationships with customers, and they become return customers. All right, that helps. And you see what the person did? They told you about strategies they use, they told you about what they build into their relationships, and they told you what the benefit is. They get return customers. These are ways that you can enhance this answer that you're giving the employer and make them ultimately want to hire you. Because that's the reason it's being asked in the first place. I'm trying to figure out which candidate is the best one. And if relationship building is important, then I definitely need you to prove your skills to me in this interview. I hope this has helped. I have lots of other tips and tricks for you, as well as suggestions and tools that you can use. Go to my website, jobinterviewcoach.ca, and follow my channel, Carrie-Lynn Hotson, Job Interview Coach. I'd love for you to subscribe and add some information into the comments below. Tell us about things you've been asked. Tell us about struggles that you're having so that I can create more videos to help you and other viewers rock this interview. See you soon.